So, as we began yesterday, the halachot of a person who is late in arriving to Shacharit, Siman Nun Bet, the question is, how does such a person conduct himself? What are the priorities of Tefillah when it comes to catching up with the Tzibur, primarily so he could catch Tefillah b'Tzibur, he could say Shmona Esrei along with the Tzibur. However, before we get into the details of halachot, as we started yesterday, we really need a second introduction as well, and that is who even qualifies for these halachot to begin with. A person who comes consistently late or in the middle of Psukei Zimra or towards the end of the Psukei Zimra, perhaps he thinks he's still, so to speak, catching the train of Tefillah b'Tzibur, and therefore he's developed this unfortunate habit of missing whether it's the Korbanot or the Psukei Zimra. In such a case, although Maran writes that there is a formula of what this person is allowed to drop from the Psukei Zimra and skip in order to catch Tefillah b'Tzibur, we find over here, I find myself coming back to a phrase that I once heard from a friend, which is sometimes the greatest distance in the world is between Shulchan Aruch and Halacha L'Maaseh. Because even though Maran gives us a formula, we find in the poskim that there are poskim that are reluctant to use this formula under what's called L'Migdar Milta. Sometimes Chachamim, as explicit in Choshen Mishpat, Chachamim are authorized to take certain measures and that sometimes go beyond the halacha. It's sort of above, it transcends the halacha in order to fix problems within the community. And therefore, Chacham Ben Tzura Bashaul Zechazdik V'Racha writes in Onet Zion, Chelik Bet, Perek Zayin, he writes that Halacha L'Maaseh, we're going to say it's a machloket about this, but according to Chacham Ben Zion, if a person consistently comes late, we do not give him the option of dropping, he says, even one portion of the tefillah, even skipping one portion in order to catch the tefillah b'Tzibur. We say, I'm sorry. This is not how tefillah was instituted by Chachamim, that a person comes and he catches the tefillah b'Tzibur train by dropping everything else. And therefore, according to Chacham Ben Zion, he says, L'migdar milta, we do not rely on the ruling of Maran Shulchan Aruch in this case to follow the formulas of what to drop. However, halacha l'maaseh, a person has to follow his own derech, the derech of his rabbanim. Yalkut Yosef argues, and Yalkut Yosef is of the opinion that Tefillah b'Tzibur always reigns supreme. So therefore, even if a person consistently misses Tefillah b'Tzibur altogether, he prays unfortunately not in Tzibur, he happens to one day walk into a Bet Knesset and he's late, do we allow him to take advantage of these halachot in Shulchan Aruch and drop certain portions to catch Tefillah b'Tzibur, which he anyway misses almost every single day? We say yes. We say regardless of the fact that in general he does not pray b'Tzibur, at least let him catch Tefillah b'Tzibur today when he's here, and that we allow him to drop these portions of Psukei Zimra, which we will enumerate as we go forward, B'ezrat Hashem. Similarly, even if a person is a consistent latecomer, according to Yalkut Yosef, such a person, even though the only way he's able to catch Tefillah b'Tzibur is by dropping the portion of Psukei Zimra that are outlined in Shulchan Aruch, nonetheless we allow him to take advantage of those halachot in order to catch Tefillah b'Tzibur. The point really is to sensitize ourselves that, as they say, it's not so pashut. In other words, it's not a simple thing at all in the poskim to allow him to just drop portions of Tefillah to catch Tefillah b'Tzibur, which we hold to be the ikar Tefillah. A person should use that sensitivity to hopefully be a motivation to come and be able to pray kederech lechatchila.